Welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to solve the problem that is displayed at the left hand side of the screen. And the question says that draw the following views in first angle orthographic projection. One, the sectional front elevation or front view, clearly showing the internal details of the machine component as reviewed by the cutting plane. Two, the top view as seen from the above, ensuring that all external and internal features are accurately represented. Three, the left view showing all relevant details, internal and external, of the machine component drawn for drawn to scale 1:1, show all necessary construction lines, right? So now, to enhance our understanding, I have already reproduced the figure on my screen, on my drawing sheet here. And what it means is, we should look it from this direction. Let me show you. Let me zoom it down first of all. Let me just come here. We should view it from this direction here. So this is where our direction is focused on. So this is where our direction is what is focused on. So we're looking at it from this direction here. And when you see the section line, let's just draw it out. So you see is we're looking at from this direction here. And here too. So let me zoom it down. So that is what they want. We should split it into two. But first of all, I would love to draw it in orthographic projection to have a clearer view of what we are about to do. Alright, so let's search forward. So the first thing you do is for you to draw your orthographic axis. Just place it this way, right? So when you do that, just draw your horizontal line this way, and also you draw your vertical line this way. Hope you can see that. Then you measure 10 millimeter away from each other. From here we have 10, another 10. Hope you can see that. And I'll do here also. Ten, another 10. So draw your line to go across this point. So this is the first thing you have to do. Hope you can see that. Then here also. And here too. So this is the first thing you do when you hear the word orthographic projection. So before sectioning, let's draw what we see looking at it from this side. Now you see the entire length here. Like I told you earlier, from this end to this end here is 118. How do you get that? If you look at your diagram closely, the diameter of this circle is 56, making the radius to be what? 28. And from this end here to this center here is 90, right? So 18 plus 90 is 100 and what? 118. Is that okay now? So 118, that's what I'm going to measure from this end here, from 0 to 118 is 100, right? So I'm going to measure it, 118 here is 118, 110, 118 here. all together. So we move, right? So I've already done that. This is 118 here. This is 100, 110, and 118 somewhere around here. So then I'm going to take it up from here. Then I'll take this one through here. Hope you can see that. So once you've done that, the height is given to be 56. That means from here to here is 56. So you measure your 56. So from 0 to 56. The 6 is somewhere here, right? And you close it up. Hope you can see that. And once you've done that, now the next thing is the thickness here. The thickness here is also what? 56. So I'll just measure my 56 from here to this point. To this point here is 56. So you'll be seeing all these things you see here, you see it as a straight line. Even this curve, you see, you assume that it is from this end to this end. Right? So that's I will not take in from this end here, straight down to this end, which I will now draw this from here, straight down up. Then I'll just take this up a little bit with faint line, first of all. Right? And the thickness here, right, is given to be, how will you get that? Since this inner circle is 32, what you do is just join the diagonals from this end to this end, and you join the diagonal from this end to this end. It's going to give me the center of that figure here this way. So I'll just draw my center line automatically. So long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Can you see that? Then I'll now measure 16 in both sides. So from 2, right, I'll go, this is 10, this is 16 here. This is 10, this is another 16 here. So that is what I'll bring down with hidden line. This is without sectioning yet. So we've not sectioned it yet, we're just drawing. Can you see that? And the thickness from here to here, like I told you earlier, is given to be 24. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, 24. So I'm going to measure the thickness from here to here to be 24. So from 0 is 24 here. So you measure, since from here to here, like I said earlier, is given to be what? 40. So I'll measure 40 on that line. So this is where the 40 is. How did I get the line? The thickness, the depth from here to here is what? Is 16. Since the diameter is 32, meaning the depth is 16. So I measure 16 from here downward. Then I measure a length of what? Of 40, which is from here to here, as you can see in the diagram. That is where I will now close it up because you cannot see it. So you are going to use hidden line to represent it. So I'll use my hidden line here. I'll draw this just short dashes to show that it is the hidden line that we have. Short dashes. Can you see that? Then here I'll draw my thick line here, and here I'll close here up. Now the key word is this line you see here. Let's just say it's going more in if I want to. You cannot really see that, right? Now similarly, this is going in here. It will still show us hidden line here altogether. So that's what we have looking at from the side. Is that okay? Now similarly, if we are to draw the plan, this is what will happen. I will just from here just take this down as my center line. Long, short, long, short, long, short. Right? The same radius as this from here. Because the same thing looking at it from the top. you see this circular figure here. So I can just place it here and I'll mark here so that I can easily get my circle, which I'll just use faint line first. And the question is, why am I using faint line? Because of these two thickness here, and that's giving us 6 millimeter, right? So just draw your center line here this way. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So let's measure the 6 millimeter here from zero. From zero, this is 0, 1, 2, 3 up, 0, 1, 2, 3 down. Can you see that? So when I now come down, you just only need one part here. This will give me this, just like this is giving me this. So once I place my instrument from here to here, I'll be having this faint line first. So that is why I'll now take this. That is, I'm talking about these two, and you see this one looking from the top. So here it's closing up, and here also closing up. That is where I will now take in my diagram here. Stop here. I'll do the other one too. Hope you can see that. Now the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be stopping here. You're going to see all this side here. So I'll just draw my line tangential from this end because it's touching the end of it, right? And also touching this end here. Can you see that? I will even just taking it out boldly and taking it out too boldly. And you see everything. You not even see this curve looking from the top. You see this curve as a straight line. So I'll just draw a straight line directly that way. Then this faint line first. Draw this. Right? So how can I get that? The thickness is 16. That means from here to here 32, making the radius to be what? 16. So I'll just take 16 here. Because from here to here is 32. So from here I'll mark 16, 16, which I am going to tick in straight ahead. And ticking straight ahead. Right? And I'll close it up. So this is what we call the plan, looking at it from the top. So when you look for the top, you see this and this. This is overlapping this, so you cannot see all this. This is also a curved line. You see it as a straight line here. So this pause here is here. So we move forward. So the next thing is the end view. So if I should just draw 45 degree from here, I'm going to project the two end here. Project this. So where it touches the inclined line of 45 degree, I'll project that point upward. Right? Then I'll connect it with this, making me just to taking it. We see a cylindrical object as looking it from the front here. We see it as a straight line. These two edges, we see it as a straight line. Right? So this end here is just this here. So I'll just make everything to be what? Thickened. Thicken them all because you're seeing the 4 cylinders. Right? Then the next thing is this particular line here, you see, to be hidden because at the back you cannot easily see it. If you're looking for me, you cannot see it at the back, so it will be hidden line. So if I reach here, I'll just use hidden line. And here also hidden line. right? Then the next thing is these two demarcation here. This is what we have here. So I only just need the center line, but let me just bring this out so it will not pass this and this. Remember, it is this 2 point here and this 2 point here, and this is the level it is here. So it should not go more than this line, right? So I'll just project this. So where it meets this here will be what I need, but I still need the center line to get my curve. So if I project the center line here, I'll get another center line. Down, short, down, short, down, short, down. So where it meets this line I draw, that will be the point for my semicircle, which is touching, see it as a straight line, just draw a straight line. So if you're looking in from the front, this line you see here will look as if it's in the front here, right? So that's what you do. Now aside from that, this hidden line is still connected to this point here. So they are all interrelated. So aside from that again, the next thing is the internal circle. So if I project this here, and I also project it here, it's in the same level with this. So I'll just draw my hidden line. And I'll come here to draw the hidden line here too. Hope we're together. Then what else again? So this is all what we have here. We've successfully reproduced that guy. But the question here is yes, this is totally is correct, first angle, but we said we should section it. So our elevation should be in a section form. So what are we going to do next here now? So let's section and see. So I would like to show you diagrammatically what it means to section. What it means for we to cut this figure into two halves. So let me do that briefly. Just wait. This, if you cut it into two, this is what you transform to. Now, this is what it means to cut it off, right? When you slice it into two, what do you notice? This is coming off. Remember that here was opening, so your cutting edge is not really cutting any harm here because already opened. So you will not section here. But you see the remaining parts where your cutting edge touches, but because here's an opening, right? Your cutting edge will not touch here, so you can't section this side here. That is why if I'm to section this, I will be seeing this line now. The reason I'm not seeing this was because initially it was inside, that's why it's hidden line. But in this case, since I said you should draw the sectional view, you will now tick in this. Can you see that? You're going to do what? Tick in this, and this will go off. Are we together? So if I should do that, this is going off, and this will become, I can see this fully well. This hidden line initially that I cannot see because of this curve figure. So since I have cut it off, I can see it here, and my cutting edge is not touching here. It's only just touching this side here. So meaning that since I can see it briefly, it will be thick line, right? And I can also see this too, this line you see here, which is this here. Also, I'll use my hidden line, my thick line to show it. So how will I now section this? The part my cutting edge touches, that is where I am going to what? I'm going to section. So if I section this, see what I'm showing you? So that is where it will touch, which is equivalent to this point here. Hope you are getting what I'm explaining. So if you're finding it helpful, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and also share. So this is a part where my cutting edge is touching. Here, there's friction here. So the knife will touch all these sides here. But it will not touch this other side here. So it will not touch this other side here, right? So, but here is already open. You can see this opening. I only just pass my cutting edge, just pass through, but I did not cut it because it's already open. That is why I did not section this part here. My cutting edge just pass here, right? But it's not touching these two ends because here is already opening. That's why we have only this two side. So I didn't section this side, which is this side here, right? So, but my cutting edge is cutting through here. That's why I'm sectioning all these parts here. Hope you're finding this helpful. Right? This is what we'll talk about sectioning. You section this through this particular point. And if you want to draw this in isometric, you can just click on this link at the top right corner of the screen here to actually see the isometric projection of this particular figure. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and also share the video. That's what we are told. Just draw. This is the sectional front elevation looking from the side. So this is what the question says. Nobody's telling you to do this. This is what they want you to do. I only did this to enhance your understanding. So thank you very much.